My name is Mandee. I'm from Spokane, Washington. I'm in Cyprus for AIMIS and Dr. Tohmeh, who performed my spine surgery. My problem with my spine is I have a disc or a missing disc that has deteriorated between L3 and L4 in my lumbar spine. I have been suffering with this spine problem for approximately 10 years. I picked up my son off the floor when he was 2 years old and tore the disc between L3 and L4. And over the course of those years, that disc has degenerated into nothing. The first couple of years, fairly difficult in that the initial injury, I went in to see a surgeon, and the surgeon said that I had torn the disc between L3 and L4 vertebrae, and that I was a candidate to have surgery at the time. I could have the surgery then, and they would sew the disc back together again. I would have scar tissue, and I would have disc problems probably for the rest of my life. Or I could leave the disc alone, and it would heal on its own, and I would probably have disc and back problems for the rest of my life. So as I chose option 2, not to have the spine surgery at the time. I was young, I was 32 years old, and wasn't in a position where I wanted to have spine surgery. And so the next course of years, the couple of years after that, I had several problems with my back. We used to nickname it would go out, and I would have terrible muscle spasms and be down for 2 to 3 days at a time. That would happen 3 or 4 times a year. After that, just good exercise and taking care of myself, I minimized those times to just a couple of times a year. December of 2013, my back went out kind of for the last time. I just was vacuuming my floor, which I'm not supposed to do anyway. Everybody who has back problems know you're not supposed to vacuum your floor. So I was vacuuming my floor, my back went out, and it never came back. So I went to see Dr. Tohmeh in January of 2013. Yes, 2013, and he did an X-ray and an MRI and showed me how the disc was completely degenerated, and that my next option would have to be some sort of spinal surgery. I first heard about AIMIS through Dr. Tohmeh. I was referred to Dr. Tohmeh from several people that I knew. He was on a list of doctors that I had been in contact with. He was one of the referrals. I ended up calling Dr. Tohmeh and making an appointment with him, and he was the first one who told me about AIMIS. And he described to me the several different kinds of surgeries that were available for my particular disc issue. What I heard was this great surgery that he performed, and it was very minimally invasive. I would be up and moving right away. I would have very little downtime. I would be able to go back to my normal life much sooner. And I heard that, and of course I said, that's the one I want. And his initial response was, well, this is the one that they don't do and they don't conduct in the United States. And so I had 2 other options, neither of which were anywhere near as nice or as good of an option as the disc surgery that he performed here in Cyprus. So I asked him to continue and tell me a little bit more about AIMIS and a little bit more about what this was that he does over here. Got some more information from him, and then I'm a researcher. So for about 12 months after that, I researched it. I talked to people I knew, I talked to friends that I knew, I talked to patients of Dr. Tohmeh's, I talked to patients of other doctors, I talked to anybody that I knew of that had a back issue whatsoever, not any particular kind, but all different kinds. Did the research, did the internet research, did the book research, did the doctor research, and all of the procedures that I came up with all had horrible consequences, and the procedure that Dr. Tohmeh did through AIMIS did not. And so that was where I first heard about AIMIS, and since then I know a lot about AIMIS. The quality and care that I received from AIMIS and in Cyprus has been amazing. Cyprus is a very friendly, very service-oriented people. It's been an amazing experience. The doctors at the hospital, at the AIMIS hospital, were extremely helpful. From the moment that I started the process, from the very first email contact that I had until the surgery was over, until I'm sitting here in front of this camera, there's been a guiding hand through the whole thing. So it's been an amazing process, and I do a lot of research on my own, so I knew a lot about it, but each step of the way there's been somebody that's helped me along the way. The staff has been amazing. The exterior staff, the side care, if you will, the nurses, from the people that drive you to the places that you need to go, to the physical therapists, to the doctors that come in to check on you, to the surgeons, to the staff. Everybody has been incredibly gracious and helpful, and I haven't felt uncomfortable a day, not a moment that I've been here. So AIMIS, the hospital, the facility, the American Institute for Spine Surgery here in Cypress is a beautiful building. It wasn't, to me it didn't look like a hospital when I first walked into it. It's a beautiful building, and everything's state of the art. All of the rooms were well equipped. The nursing staff was amazing. Everything was clean, and it didn't seem like a hospital, really, but you could tell that it was. It has been 1 week since my surgery. I had spine surgery on Monday, and today is the following Monday. I feel amazing. I don't feel like I've had surgery. I went in on Monday. I actually walked out of the hospital on Tuesday and got in and out of the vehicle by myself and was walking around. Not something I expected to be able to do, especially immediately after surgery, a spine surgery like that. All of the research that I had done over the years, or over the past year, has all indicated lengthy downtimes as far as the surgery itself is concerned. I'd be down for a minimum of 6 to 8 weeks down on my back without being able to move or walk, in a back brace. Minimum 6 weeks with 3 months to 9 months to 18 months of physical therapy to be able to walk and sit straight and stand straight. And this is 1 week afterwards, and I'm feeling great. My pain medication, I'm limited in taking any kind of pain medication. I'm moving well. I'm walking. I'm up and walking every day. I don't have any of the pain that I had before. I have some pain, which is expected to have after you've had a surgery, but in comparison to the pain that I had before, I don't have that pain anymore. And this is 1 week. This is 7 days later. I can't imagine what 7 weeks or 7 months is going to look like.